So to begin with, sir, my name is Jasna binti Mama Sundar.
My name is Kelly.
Hi.
I am Leisha.
Yeah, my name is Rais Yat.
My name is Shakif Iman Marikan.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask a few questions. To begin with, we'd like to understand your professional background first. So could you briefly share your teaching experience by including your subject specialization, years in teaching, and also any kind of experiences that have shaped you in a perspective as an educator as well as a teacher?
Okay, well, I start my teaching profession at the age of 20 as a temporary teacher in one of the school in Penang, Sekolah Menengah Badawi, Sekolah Menengah Badawi Kepala Batas. Okay, I started teaching from 6 for pengajian AM. I don't know whether the paper still exists or not nowadays. It's pengajian AM for Form 6 students. Okay. And then I've been teaching Form 6 for around 6 months. Then I started teaching English for Form 1 and Form 2 for the next 4 years. And then I start my college life at the age of 24 plus in Sekolah Maktab Perguruan Sultan Abdul Halim Sungai Petani. Okay, that time I was in Pengajian Melayu, my diploma in Pengajian Melayu. Then I post my first posting back to Perak, Sekolah Menengah Seri Perak. No, I was teaching 1 year in Chinese school, Chinese primary school in Tanjung Piandang. And then I went to Sekolah Menengah Seri Perak, teaching Form 4, Form 5. That time I was teaching subject sejarah and bahasa. Okay, because my diploma is in Pengajian Melayu. Okay, and then after that, after 5 years, I further my study in University of Science Malaysia. Okay, my major was in sejarah. Okay, and my minor is job. So my second posting is in Kedah, Sekolah Menengah Jenis Kebangsaan Simin. It's a Chinese school. Okay, was teaching Form 4, Form 5, but unfortunately, because of they appoint me as a discipline master. Okay, so I couldn't take any major subject. So I only been allowed to teach PJ and art visual. Pengajian, what they call it, pendidikan seni for Form 4 and Form 5. So I have to do my short courses on that two subject. They call it Sijil for 2 years. Same time, I was teaching, sometimes they will give me pendidikan moral, whatever subject which are not concerned for SPM Teras. I cannot take that 6 subject. Other than that, okay. Because as a guru discipline, ketua guru discipline, you cannot take any Teras subject. Most of the time, I won't be in the class. Okay? So, handling discipline, so I think it will help you. From my experience as a ketua guru discipline for 16 years in the Sekolah Menengah Jenis Kebangsaan Sinmin, Sungai Petani. Okay? Okay, I think that's all you need to know, my background of teaching. Okay? Next.
Hi, teacher. As we are moving into the sociological aspect, we would like to understand your perspective on schools as a social system. So, like, from your experience, how would you describe the role of schools in socializing students beyond academic learning, particularly in shaping values, discipline, and identity?
See, that question is could be subjective. Very hard to answer because it depends on government policy. Okay, in the same times, we are talking something is unique and different than others in the world. Malaysia, they have their own system where 3 races, the main races like Chinese, Indian, and Malay, were put together in one school in the same times a different school. If we talk about sekolah menengah jenis kebangsaan or sekolah rendah jenis kebangsaan Tamil or Chinese, the system is totally different compared to sekolah kebangsaan or sekolah menengah kebangsaan. You see? So I've been teaching in Chinese school, I've been teaching in Malay school, I've been teaching in sekolah primary school, Chinese primary school jenis kebangsaan. So I got experience in teaching Chinese school primary. I got experience teaching in sekolah menengah jenis kebangsaan for secondary school, and I got experience teaching in Malay school. So you see, there is a three different social value that we carry in different school, different experience, different type according to first the number of students of the majority of the races in that school. Second is the area that we're teaching, whether it's a rural area or it's an urban area. Okay, two types of mentality you can find in two type of places. Back in Perak, okay, when I'm teaching in Perak in Sekolah Menengah Seri Perak, most of the people, the background is farmers. Their parents are pesawah. You see, so we can see the problem or whatever discipline problem or social problem is more to kampung style, okay, and not so serious compared to town, urban area. See, right? Typing a bit okay, but start from Krian, Gunung Semanggol, until Perak, Parit Punta Perak or Nimbun Tebak border with Penang, you can see different kind of attitude, different kind of discipline problem compared to when I've been posted to Sungai Petani. It's a town area, considered town, urban area, and I was in Chinese school. So the social problem, whatever occur, is totally different. We cannot compare. I cannot compare. It's totally different because the discipline problem. Because as a ketua guru discipline, I've been dealing with more discipline problem and social problem other than teaching problem. Okay, teaching is something is different. The value and then the way the students bring up in Chinese school is totally different in Malay school. Anyone from Chinese school or Indian school, Tamil school? No one.
I was in Chinese school for primary, like since kindergarten until primary. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Chinese problem, social problem is totally different compared to Malay student.
Oh, I wanted to ask, in what ways do you think the school environment reflects broader societal expectations and pressures?
Come along, whatever, because I said when we talk about three ethnic, the major ethnic in the school, there will be a different social problem. Issue about social is different because you see, as a discipline master, when I dealing with the cases in primary and Malay school, most of the cases like isap rokok, okay, ponteng sekolah. One more thing is ponteng sekolah, isap rokok, and then issue of girlfriend or boyfriend is common. But when I come to Chinese school, it's not that problem, that kind of problem. The social problem is, I think around 20% is about girlfriend or boyfriend. Okay. The rest like rokok or whatever social in Malay school is totally don't happen. Never happen in Chinese school. Even though we caught them smoking, I mean, we know that they're smoking, but Chinese students, they never smoke in school. Outside, I met them, they were smoking. Pangkat basah lah, 2 or 3 times I caught them outside. But in school, they never do all that things. Discipline-wise in Chinese school, not that serious. But gangsterism, yes. Especially my Chinese school, which I have been teaching that time, Sekolah Menengah Sin was famous with the gangsterism.
Okay, so moving on to the next question, we would like to discuss one of the key issues in education school dropout cases. So, from Sir's observation, what are the structural and personal factors that contribute to students disengaging from school or eventually dropping out?
Of course, family background, it comes first. Okay, most of the people in town area urban find it all of the time. So we put the ambition. Okay, but back in rural area, those people, the parents, they are not bothered. They are not bothered about their children's future, because for them they can continue taking, continue their what's the traditional job as a pesawat or penoreh getah, or fisherman. Okay, in Sungai Petani, in the area, Malay school, a lot of them were staying near the river and the seaside. Okay, you see, you find them that they are very keen to follow or traditionally whatever the parents are doing, compared to town area where the Chinese family, they send the children to the school to make sure that they will more concentrate on the business or to become somebody like engineer or doctor. Or so even from Sinmin, I think every year 10 to 20 students of mine from Sinmin become a doctor. They continue their study in pharmacies or in medicine. So compared to Malay school, one or two, those parents with their background, educational or higher qualification parents or professional parents from even maybe they would be a doctor or engineer, so they want the children to be like them as a doctor or engineer. But compared to rural area like kampung-kampung area, the parents never keen or no, they never focused. I never say they want the children to be somebody, but at the same time, economic factor, financing factor, they can't afford to send their children. Maybe some of them, like in town area, they got enough money to send them to private school, private university, like AIMS. Before we have this PTPN, okay, they have to come out with their own money. But for rural area, they don't have enough money. So what they will do is ikut lah. They ask for government university, IPTA, okay, awam. If don't get, then finish. That's all.
Okay. So for my next question is, in your opinion, how does this issue affect not only the individual student but also long-term societal development and national progress?
No, actually, at this current situation, things are changing. For the last 10 years, we can see there's a lot of changes where parents more concerned about their children's study, concerned about their education. So with all the new system which been applied or been introduced in schools with the new syllabus, you see, and then there's a lot of kindergarten starting in the area with private school, and then tuition center, a lot of tuition center, you see, the interest changing compared to during my time, early 80s, 90s, where we don't care. Now, parents will make sure that the children go to the kindergarten at the age of 5, at the age of 6. But my time, I don't know what is kindergarten. I never know. I never heard about kindergarten. But during my younger brother time, the kindergarten already exists. And in my family, I think the only brother who went to kindergarten is my younger brother. Okay, and my younger sister. Okay, so things are changing. And now I think it's become it's a must for any children at the age of 6, they have to go to kindergarten. So the demand is there, okay, the needs is there, and then there are, but one thing, the most important things, the pressure that they put on the children also increase. You see, many social cases happen, we see, when there is a pressure on the students. Since they are 6 years old, we start to pressure them on education, and things is happening now. A lot of cases. Even during my time around when I'm teaching, and when I'm in the university or in college, there is cases that students commit suicide because of pressure. And then recently, I think lately, we can hear a lot of cases happening. One thing is because of the pressure of education, and then the demand, and the what people call is the system, the education system is pressuring the students. Where question? I think, did I answer your question?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, good.
I have a question.
Okay.
This is about institutional and social solutions. So finally, all of us, we will like to focus on possible solutions. So from a school and societal perspective, what measures do you think could be implemented to reduce dropout rates and improve student achievement in schools?
Okay, you see, at the moment, I think if I'm not mistaken, yesterday or today, I saw a newspaper, one of the statement by government saying that if the student never go to school without any solid reason, like MC or whatever reasonable reason that the parents give, they can be charged 5,000 ringgit. Okay, it's one good system they're doing. Because now we are talking about 11 A's, 10 A's, 12 A's. If you don't want to push them, if you want them to go to school, we must change a bit in the syllabus. Because we don't want to have this exam oriented. Because when we focus on exam, students, they lost interest. Because not all the students want to be an engineer, want to be a lawyer. Some of them just because of the sake of government rules and the parents want them to go to school. They want to continue school. So to avoid them, we have to change the system a little bit somewhere. I don't know where to change, but they have to come up with some solution where they have to change the idea of having fun in school. My time, there is kemahiran hidup. We never call it kemahiran hidup. We have seni perusahaan, we have pertanian, we have commerce when we are in Form 1, Form 3. So from there, the student already been elected. Like me, I went for seni perusahaan because I like doing this carpenting, all these missionaries, because we have Form 1, we will learn about tukang kayu. Form 2, we learn about electric. And then in Form 3, we will learn about this logam and engine. So you see, from there, it's a basic, but the interest is already there. When we go to Form 4, we know already whether we want to go to science stream, or we want to go to art stream, or we want to go to commerce. Those accountants who are very keen on doing accounting, they will go to perdagangan, they can start. Government should come out with that kind of thing. Then people will student will be interested, want to go to whichever stream they like. Maybe their ambition is to become a technician or they want to be in IT. But now I think if they start IT classes with different syllabus, focus on IT itself, I think the student interest will increase. Most important is student must have interest in going to school.
So I would like to ask my second question, which is how important is the collaboration between schools, families, and the wider community in addressing these institutional and social solutions?
Yeah.
How important are these?
School and family.
I feel like Sham don't like a lot of people.
Okay, you see,
Sham text me.
when we talk about family, every family, every parents, when they send their children to school, from 7 to 2, or from 7, sometimes until 6 o'clock, and how do you think the connection between the student and between the parents and the school? The moment the parents let the student to the school, they finish. It's up to the school to take of the students if you want way traffic. Some of the parents, they'll say, ada kerja rumah? You got homework or not? Okay, don't forget to do your homework. Finish. How many parents sit down with the children at least and spend 1 or 2 hours to go through their homework or checking about them? When we talk about collaboration, how parents going to collaborate with the school if the parents have no time? They only have 1 day in the weekend to spend the time with their family. You can suggest. I have no idea on that. How to collaborate. Once in the year, they will call parents to go to school, or when during the exam, after exam, to give the report card, they'll call the parents to school, come and collect the report card. So father or mother the parents will go to the school, they'll spend half an hour, collect, and then they'll ask, how is my son is doing? How is my girl doing? Okay, the teacher will say, very, very good. She's improving. Okay, thank you. Shake hand, and the parents go back. You think that way you can collaborate? How to enhance their interest? How we can make the parents to come to school every day or once a week, even once a term. We call them for collect their result also. Either the mother will come or the father will come. Sometimes both of them never come. They are very busy with their work because they have to earn. They have to earn. But with new system like we got IT, we got Zoom meeting, teachers have to come up with ideas, school have to come up with ideas, the government have to come to some ideas where every night we got Google meeting like what we are doing now. Every day from 8 o'clock to 8:30 or 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Parents and teachers are sitting together.
Okay, sir, for our next question is teacher, there is often discussion about changes in student behavior across generation. Based on your experience, what behavioral or disciplinary patterns do you observe among current students compared to earlier cohorts? Okay. Do you think factors such as digital technology, social media, or parenting styles have reshaped students' attention span, motivation, or attitude towards learning?
Yes. You already answered the question. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I think it's yes. Whatever you're telling is true, is changing.
I'm asking, sir, like, do you think it is?
Oh, you see, you ask me whether it's changing. We need it's changing. Yes, it's changing, and that is a positive things that they're changing. But it depends on how you take it. Okay, there must be a guidelines, parents guidance, how what then because when you never control the system, they go ahead, they go beyond. So there must be a guideline, even from the government or from the parents itself, or from the school or from the teacher. They have to teach them, okay, you cannot touch this, you have to go until this. Because now you cannot control them. If you got on computer, okay, you use inframedia, you go inside your room, do your parents come along with you, sit beside you? Oh, this one you don't touch, and this one you don't touch, and this one you don't look. Let's say you just ask for one question, you put there, everything is there. Good and bad thing is there. But as a parent, as a teacher, I have to advise. I can say, okay, please, this one you don't access to this. This is this until this level. Do you think the children will listen to you? Among you people, you know what is the answer. We want to know everything. Okay, the moment you become cleverer, you become more intelligent, you want to access more and more and more. Okay, some of the experience that knowledge that you people have, we don't have. We old people, we don't have.
No, Cikgu, we can't hear you.
Okay,
Okay, now we
okay.
can.
Okay.
Okay, Shakif, you can continue.
Okay, Cikgu,
Okay.
for the last part of our interview. So to conclude everything, what kind of advice would you give us to future educators like us in managing diverse students' needs and challenges in today's education system?
So we're talking about what student needs. It comes from the students. What you need. What actually you need. Okay, because specifically when you are in one let's say in track, you want to become a doctor. Okay, so you know what the requirement to become a doctor. If you want to be an engineer, you must know which track you want to go, because all these things are in the internet. Everything is you can access now and then. Okay, the most important thing is the guideline is must be very clear. As a student, they must know their limit. Okay, who going to put the guideline? Who going to enforce? Okay, these are the level that these students, this level of student can go. I mean, government have to play their role. The teachers have to play their role. The parents have to play their role. So how the parents want to control the students, their children? They say, okay, this is the limit that you can go. You cannot access more than this. Okay, no parents have that So it must come from the government. Okay, government, they have all the system. How they're going to enforce? If I ask you, okay, how to build nuclear power, I think if you go to the internet, you access now and then, you know already which needs, what kind of equipment you need to prepare a small mini nuclear power. Everyone know you can access, but how dangerous is it for the students, whether it can affect your future or not? Uh, but must come from you people, the youngsters, the students. So the guideline must be very clear. I mean, students don't know their limit, the parents know their limit, the teachers know, and then everybody have to take part. Everybody have to tell, to remind each other. Okay, cannot go. How, like just now I mentioned that when you go, you take your computer, when inside the room, your parents are not there to access what you are doing, to see what you're doing, what kind of things that you are doing every night. You access into the computer. Sometimes you stay until 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. But the discipline, you know that 11 o'clock the student must go. You as a children, as a students, you must have a good enough sleep. You have to go at 11 o'clock. But you go beyond that, who going to control? Who going to check on you? You are not staying in dorm. You are not staying in hostel, like school hostel, like university hostel. No one going to bother about you. You yourself, you're already good enough. You are, I mean, big enough. You can think on yourself. But at the age of the young age, students around standard 4, standard 5, standard 6. So most important, the parents have to play the role. So some sort like simple, a very simple thing is the parents will off the internet at 11 o'clock. Discipline the students, the children go to sleep. Then when the parents go inside the room sleep, the son will go or the children go out and they on the switch and then they access again. I mean, you all know what you people been doing. I know what I did. I know how this thing, like even my children, I control last time. 11 o'clock, I switch off. I went up and sleep. 12 o'clock, they come down and they're on the switch. Even like social media when they are in last time, like internet, this what we call like now we have TikTok. Last time we start with this Facebook. We started with Facebook. Okay, until one stage that no one can control anyone. They go all out in their Facebook and then they start to portray themselves. They start to put their picture until things happen. Then only we know, oh, this one cannot, this one cannot. People can scam you. People can take your picture. People can do that. People can do this. Well, before that experience, before you get that knowledge, we must have a guidelines. Government must come into the picture. Parents have to come into the picture. When you talk about collaboration, we talk about IT. Do any school have this kind of things, program for the parents to understand how far the children can access these kind of things? So they have to come out with one thing. When you talk about collaboration, just now you say how we can collaborate between students and the parents and the community and the government. How? So everyone have to come out with one kind of idea, a kind of idea which the parents have to know. Sometimes the parents, even myself, I think if I had to compare with my children, their knowledge on this IT is much better than me because we are old schools. So only we can say, cantik nak kucing. We only can say, jangan buka internet, jangan tengok itu, jangan tengok ini. She also joining the meeting, eh? Your cat also joining, eh? Yeah. You say, so is it answer your question, Shakir?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So that's all from us, teacher. Thank you for joining, and also we truly appreciate your time as well. Thank you, and really sorry for it. And
It's
that's
okay.
all from us, sir.
Vina, if you have Vina, if you have any questions, further questions, you can call me, you can message me. Okay, which I can answer, I answer you. Okay. Okay,
Sure.
nice to meet you people. See you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thanks
sir.
very much.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Sumpah tak habis. Weh, weh. I dah boring weh. Tengah main game.
Conclude it in a
Tak ikhlas tu yang ni. Yang thank you, sir. Let's do.